Frieren Fridays are the absolute best, dude. This episode, we saw her cry a lot, and that's probably the best thing that I've ever seen within this series. Same thing with her hair up, drying it with a towel. Anyways, there are some concerning news for this series, My Dress Up Darling, and not the manga as that has already ended, but the anime alone, as there is no confirmation or green light for it getting a season 3. As the producer says that the production is completely blank, but once everything is in order, I would like to make another one. I can't make a sloppy anime. I want to express my gratitude to all the viewers. Maybe Bandai Namco should take a hint, not give a shit like season 3 of One Punch Man. They actually care for their craft. Cloverworks actually cares for how an anime will look from the very beginning to the very end. Now, I'm not blaming JC's staff again. I'm blaming Bandai Namco, as they are the ones that were in charge of budgeting whatever JC's staff has to do for them to actually give out a good product, as well as the scheduling. They wanted it in such a ridiculous time for it to come out with very little time to even actually work on it. It's ridiculous. Bandai Namco should just be shut down, because not only are they just giving shit scheduling, shit budgeting, but they're also pushing for a lot of censorship stuff. I mean, Zombie Man eating a lollipop, I 100% know for the fact that that's not JC's staff's hand, is actually because Bandai Namco is actually more worried about censorship rather than quality control. It blows my mind just thinking about that. It's so stupid. It's a shonen. I mean, look at freaking Sanji. He smokes a cigarette. Where's the difference in that? Anyways, I'm tangenting off. Yeah, My Dress Up Darling is not getting a season 3 as of yet, even though the last episode has pretty much aired out. And when it comes to like popular series like these, you usually get good news or some sort of news at the end of the last episode after it finishes airing. Like, for example, Bunny Girl Senpai movie was immediately announced after the last episode of season 2. So it just kind of a little concerning, but at the same time, you actually get to see that at least people from the Cloverworks, like the production staff, actually cares for the anime that they are producing. I mean, you don't really see that all that much, but I'm glad, I'm glad to see something like that. Some statements are out like this, because this anime is pretty precious in my opinion. I mean, like, the animation is so well done. The art that they have in the manga, it's beautiful. Like, if you actually look at the manga panels, you would not expect any of these panels to be coming from a story about a high schooler that just loves to cosplay. This looks like a fantasy or isekai styled panel that you would probably see in some seinen genre anime or manga. It is by far like one of the coolest art styles that I have ever seen, and I cannot wait till they get to this scene right here. And that's probably why they are holding off or haven't greenlit yet, because pulling off something like this is going to be difficult for anime. I mean, for one, I know for a fact that they did not animate this scene right here into the anime all that well, or even at all in that fact. But the fact that they're trying to cater to everybody is just a good fact that this production company, Cloverworks, actually cares for the feedback that they get and actually care to what kind of product they are putting out for their audience. Now, one thing that I will say is that there is a mixed bag of opinions when it comes to My Dress Up Darling's last chapters in the manga. And I could kind of see both ways, and they're going to get into a little bit of spoilers. So if you haven't read it or caught up to it, I highly suggest clicking off. But where the manga ended, it felt a little rushed. I wish there was more time. I am kind of on the side that it did feel just a little bit rushed, and that's probably just because I really did want to see more after they graduated from high school, because from the last chapter, they ended up getting married. It was a subtle kind of change. You see a ring on Marin's finger, you see Gojo, you see everybody, and we see the little baby that Marin and Gojo have. It's adorable, dude. Like, don't get me wrong. This last panel right here, absolutely adorable. But I wish that that last chapter just extended a little bit later. We didn't get that till like maybe another 3 years or so, because I wanted to see how the adult life of Marin and Gojo was. I mean, did Gojo actually have a successful, kind of company or something with his Beast dolls? Or does Marin continue cosplaying even after she graduated from high school, or was it just a phase? I want to know everything about that and in between. I could kind of see that, and maybe some people will disagree, because then it will just be dragging on this series for far too long. And don't get me wrong, that does happen in some cases. But I don't think that that could have happened here, and I think it would have been an interesting way to view this. And I wish that maybe it did continue on a little bit longer. So, I'm okay with the way the series ended, but I wish there was obviously a lot more that happened. And I even like the side cast. I want to know more about them as well. Did they continue on cosplaying as well? I'm pretty sure that you can spice it up with somebody dropping cosplaying as a whole. But, you know, that's just me on liking a little bit of the darker side of entertainment. But anyways, I wish the series continued on, and this would have been cool. I'm glad that they are actually, the production company cares about the series that they are making, and I just wish the mangaka did a little bit of the exact same thing. Now, obviously, it probably has to do with scheduling and opening up another slot for another series for whatever the producers are for this magazine company is, or this manga company is, which is something that I don't understand. But if it does make sense, then I get it, and I really can't say anything about it. And what's done is already done. Now, hopefully, they do have like a My Dress Up Darling or something like that. I don't know. I'm just stretching at this point. I really do love this series. It's adorable. I find it pretty good to watch. It's a pretty good romance. Now, is it my top 5? Maybe to a top 10. But I really do love the premise of it. It really does feel like this is meant for the anime community, especially towards the cosplayers, but loving what you love. You know, if you love anime, don't let anybody else tell you otherwise or make fun of you for it. I mean, that's the whole message of this. Maureen is a cosplayer in high school. Nobody would expect for her to be a cosplayer because of the way she looks, but she is. And the same thing with Gojo. The Gojo that won is shy because he likes his dolls, but because he got, I guess, like a traumatic experience by his cousin, things took a turn. But later down the road, he kind of embraces the way that Marion lives, and now he's able to do the things that he loves without putting himself down, which again, pretty cool if you look at it as a viewer and kind of connect with it with a viewer to anime kind of tied to. If you like anime, you love anime, don't let anybody tell you that you're weird and discourage you from watching it. I love this is one of the reasons why I love this series. And if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you freaking do, because again, it's funny, it's awesome, the animation is perfect. I would give it a shot. Anyways, guys, let me know what y'all guys think about this news of it not getting a season 3 yet, and what y'all think about this series as a whole. Did you like the manga ending? Do you like the animation in this series? Let me know down in the comments. Anyways, appreciate y'all for hanging around. And if you like what y'all see, why not drop a like and subscribe, as that does help around on my channel a lot. Anyways, guys, appreciate y'all for hanging around, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios.